As this long day draws to a close, I am tired, but not sleepy. My face is puffy from crying. I have a dry throat and dry hands, a slight headache, and a desire to write down absolutely everything. I want to describe the feeling of being entirely empty and entirely resolute. I want to explore how I can be deeply sad and incredibly hopeful at the same time. I want to talk about holding Joel's hand, walking down the hall wanting to soak in the moment, to memorize the feeling of having his hand and mine, to let it matter, and then hating that my thoughts swing to, because what if I can't hold his hand one day? And hating that thought, wishing I could just appreciate each second of Joel without that appreciation spilling into the pre-morning I refuse to do because I believe he will live. But instead of fighting the brief thoughts of mourning, choosing to fight instead that lie that says that those thoughts betray some doubt, some mistrust of God, when I know that those thoughts make me human. That God knows I am human. He doesn't make Joel's victory dependent on me never feeling unsure. I won't let myself hold anything back this time. I would rather feel disappointed and let God heal my heart than to feel like I did not push myself as far as I possibly could in faith for my son.
Ah, hier gehe ich jetzt schon weiter. Mist, das wollte ich nicht. Da war noch... Ah, Mist. Da waren noch andere. Auf der anderen Seite.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. You know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents, supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Ja, wie ich schon gesagt habe vorhin, es wirkt so, als wäre die Frau sehr viel... Ja, hätte sie sehr viel mehr Kraft aus ihrem Glauben gezogen als der Vater. Finde ich aber auch krass, dass auch das thematisiert wird, wie er nicht fassen konnte, wie sie immer noch glaubt und sie auch ein Stück weit darum beneidet hat, dass sie so stark glauben kann. Also, ich glaube, ich habe echt noch nie so ein persönliches Spiel gesehen, wie dieses hier. Joel the Baby Night. Ja, es tut mir leid, dass ich jetzt offenbar 2, 3 Nachrichten verpasst habe.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Aber ich dachte, es wäre halt nur ein Weiterhüpfen
Please tell us a
quasi.
story.
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby night?
Yes, Joel the baby knight. But he's also Joel the very brave knight. And he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So
Ich habe mich doch geduckt.
much fire, you guys.
Ja, aber ich kann mich nur wiederholen. Das ist so eine krass
Joel has armor.
tolle
like a sword and
Visualisierung.
a shield and stuff. Ooh, or maybe a spear.
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Na, kann ich nicht mehr zurück. Dann lasse ich den einfach in Ruhe da.
You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home and they can quit fighting for a while. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him.
Entschuldigt bitte, dass ich gerade wirklich nicht viel sage, weil ich bin
Just when
gerade
he
echt
thought
baff.
that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill
Nein, jetzt will
dragons.
mein Bildschirm sich runterfahren. Schlecht. So.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon. But that's the best part of this story. God fights for him. He fights that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Ah. So, jetzt geben wir dem Drachen den Rest. Und jetzt besiegt. Auch nicht. Ich kann ihm das letzte halbe Herz nicht abziehen. Okay. Ich krieg Punkte, also vielleicht muss ich auch erst den Highscore schlagen. Das ist ein langer und harter Kampf gegen den Krebs. Ja, also ich kann mich nur wiederholen. Das ist echt Wahnsinn, wie eindrücklich und gleichzeitig aber auch kreativ, diese ganze Thematik kreativ, sensibel einfühlsam und ja, eben eindrücklich diese Thematik, nein, falsche Richtung, angegangen wird. Anspruchsvoll ist das jetzt hier natürlich nicht, aber das soll es auch nicht sein, darum geht es ja nicht. Ich glaube 99.000 war, glaube ich, der Highscore. Da war es 999.000. Ah, nein. Okay, also das finde ich jetzt dann doch ein bisschen sehr krass, wenn man jetzt bis 999.000 hochwerfen muss. Oder kann man es nicht gewinnen? Ist das der Punkt, dass man es nicht gewinnen kann? Geht's darum? Ich glaube, es geht darum, dass man nicht gewinnen kann, wa? Weil ich meine, ich ziehe mir einfach nichts mehr ab und ich glaube nicht, dass sie jetzt machen, ich muss bis 999.000 hochwerfen. Ich lasse mich jetzt mal treffen. Ja, man kann immer weiter. Ah, okay.
He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have this?
Where's God fighting for Tim too? Tim fought so well. He was so brave, so strong.
Ah, okay, darum geht's.
It may have seemed like
Dass man hier Stück für Stück niedergerafft wird.
He's with God, and God is so proud of him. It's waiting for Tim getting to be done fighting well.
Dann hätten sie aber vielleicht nicht einen Punkt einbauen sollen, an dem man einfach untreffbar ist. Aber toll umgesetzt ist es trotzdem. Ich lasse mich jetzt halt immer mal treffen, weil ich glaube, darum geht es. Dass der Drache in diesem Fall hier offenbar unbesiegbar ist. Aber ja, wie gesagt, dann hätte man vielleicht nicht einen Punkt einbauen sollen, an dem man untreffbar ist. Ach, bin ich jetzt auch unsterblich? Der Kampf der Unsterblichen. Nee, okay. Also ich glaube, das soll so sein, oder? Ich habe jetzt schon ganz stark den Eindruck. Ja. Drowning. Nee. Okay, jetzt sind wir wieder hier. Also doch, glaube ich, nichts verpasst. Ich kann nicht mehr zurück, aber ich kann darüber jetzt. Jetzt kann man dann wieder da in den Reifen hüpfen.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning!
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
Ja, also wie gesagt, auch dafür nochmal großen Respekt, eben auch sowas zu zeigen. Ja, den unterschiedlichen Umgang mit der Krankheit, die Mutter, die sich an ihren Glauben geklammert hat und der Vater, der das eben nicht mehr konnte und dass daraus auch Konflikte entstanden sind. Echt krass. So, jetzt kommt hier die Insel, die ich... Oh, warte, da ist ja noch eine. Da ist noch mehr. Wie komme ich denn da hin? Komme ich da noch hin? Ich glaube, ich komme da nicht mehr hin. Scheiße. Naja gut, aber die hier können wir wenigstens noch mitnehmen. Ich glaube, die sind auch alle verschlossen. Die Verschlossenen haben ja, glaube ich,
Dear
nichts.
Mr. Barnett, I'm not sure if this letter will get to you. However, I felt the need to write to you and your company. My daughter recently passed away after a long battle with cancer. And she was only 14 years old. In our short time with her, we saw her transformed from our wonderful little girl into a sickly child who spent far too many days in her bed full of pain. And we worried that we would never see her happy again. Well, the hospital gave her access to a computer, and she found her way to your game. I'm unsure really what it is, but from the day that she began playing Legends of Terrace, our daughter changed. She sat up, she was excited, she smiled again. She told us all these stories about what she was doing in the lands, all the things she wanted to do in real life but was too sick to try. She swam in the ocean, rode a horse, she had birthdays, bought a house, and she went on adventures with these new friends from all over the world. I don't know how to explain the happiness that it brought to us. For a short while, our daughter returned to us. She'd regained the wonder and an optimism that the illness had taken from her. She talked about the strange lands that you had made, the creatures, magical things, and adventures she went on. She lost her battle for life, but you helped bring our daughter back for a short time. And for that, we're eternally thankful. Sincerely, Julie.
Dear Julie, thank you for your letter. I am honored to have played any small part in bringing your daughter joy. She will be missed within the game. I knew your daughter as Hanara of the Knights Guild. In our world, she lived in Devardic and defended the city many times from the forces of evil. Your daughter may have ultimately lost her battle with that dragon cancer, but in my game, she was the dragon slayer. Since you don't know much about the game or who she was there, I'm sending you a screenshot of one of your daughter's adventures. Sincerely, Paul.
Den kann man nicht aufmachen.
We miscarry at week
Okay,
12.
ich hätte erstmal links weitergehen sollen.
Sad. But surely the next one will go better. It does. We relax after week 12. The belly grows. We take pictures. Alex talks and plays music to the little one inside. I walk on the frozen North Sea. Skip the sauna. No risk to this one. Week 29, a sonogram bonus. Twins! We float on air. We brainstorm names. Week 31, we crash. Too soon. Too soon. They whimper, open eyes, look into ours. off to the incubators. We drag ourselves home, cry, hope, pray. We visit, touch, keep track on a wall chart. Stefan's heart beats strong. He grasps a finger. Then he fades. His brain bruised from breech birth. Day 5, he dies. We grieve, but pray for Nicholas. He gains weight. His heart is strong. Then he too fades. His intestinal tract necrotic, falling apart. Day 10, Nicholas dies. We want to die too. We despair into darkness, but hold together. Not easy when a child dies. The what-ifs torment for a while. What if I hadn't swum? If I hadn't lifted groceries? If we'd had a different doctor? But we go on to have 3 wonderful living children. Still, we miss these 2 always.
I'm reminded that having faith does not mean denying what is happening to Joel. Faith means knowing exactly what is happening and also knowing that God has a truth that trumps every other fact.
Outside the Knights Guild, you stand in front of the portcullis entrance to the Knights Guild. The portcullis is currently raised, allowing access southward to the courtway. North leads to a dark tower. Obvious exists. North, south, southeast, southwest. Suit of armor is offering a quest. Use show quests. Hands. You are carrying a wildly flaming long sword. Sword in your right. Your left hand is empty. Nefarious flies to the north. In the Lamgaia screeches at you. Nefarious flies from the north, letting out a loud screech. Hello! Henara says hello. The sun has begun to set across the land of Terrace. Vasari, the goddess of time and history, appears before you. Please be patient as I record your deeds from the day. You feel a comforting sensation as a strange glow appears before you. Vasari smiles upon you. Thank you for your patience. Nefarious says, hey, salute Nef. You snap to attention and salute Nefarious. Nefarious dismounts from her furtive Lamgaia. Look, Henara. Professions, she's a human fighter in excellent health. She appears to be a novice and the warden of the gate of the Knights Guild. She's a great unwashed of the Vardic. She's a citizen in good standing. She's carrying a wildly flaming longsword in her right hand. Her left hand is empty. Her armor consists of dragon helm, podded cloth armor, sickled linen leggings, simple leather boots, rose-crested tobard padded lion gloves. Her jewelry consists of, she's not wearing jewelry. She is mounted upon a black war stallion named Lucky. She's your equal. Okay, die hier können wir nicht aufmachen.